Teen Mom 2, Season 10, Episode 14, the review. Action! Look, this, I don't know why I review the show. Well, because some of y'all watch it, but the show needs to go off the air. I mean, I don't even know why I watch it. Girl, let's just go through because I ain't got time for the foolishness, okay? We got first up, boring ass Chelsea. Cole had a cold. Thought he had COVID. Went and got tested. Came back negative. That's it. The simple fact that a whole segment about a whole family is the daddy thought he was sick and he went and got tested new. That was the whole thing. Girl, can you be any more boring, Chelsea? No, but again, she's leaving us, so, we happy with that or whatever. We then had semi-boring Leah, okay? Where's she at? Bam, right here. Semi-boring Leah. We see Leah and Corey talking about the girls going back to school. It was excuse me, girl, Seagrams. It was a continuing conversation of, should they go back to school in school? Should they do at home virtual? In school, virtual. In school, virtual. They want to keep Allie home because, of course, she has muscular dystrophy, and so the other two to school. But I feel like if y'all trying to protect the one, sending the other two to school to be around folks don't protect the one, because she gonna then be around the other two. I'm like, to me, that did not make any sense to keep Allie home, but send Addie and Leah to school. I was like, but I'm gonna leave that be or whatever. But then we see that the school district or whatever was like, okay, what zone of the COVID patient outbreaks or whatever is each person in, because again, if it's too high, again, you can't go to school or whatnot. Okay, we then see they can't go to school. That was it. It was a whole back and forth. I'm looking like, y'all made this y'all storyline? And why does the twins wear makeup? When I seen the twins, girl, do I have the picture? I had the twins. Girl, I'm like, bam. I'm like, they wearing makeup. Then the fifth, look, I get you want to maybe, give her all the goodies because she's a little bit sick or whatever. But I'm like, she is in the 5th grade. Face full of makeup. Okay? Girl. Cute little kids, just too much damn makeup. I'm gonna leave that be or whatnot, but that was really all it was to Leah. Now she has to homeschool all 3 children virtually. Okay, we then have Kailyn and all the children. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know, I did that. Anyway, she went and took family photos with the boys. Okay, we seen one kid had blonde hair, one kid had red hair. Because it was Lincoln who had the blonde, and Isaac who had the red, and then the little boy just had his long black hair. I was like, okay, let him be that. She's pregnant or whatever. So, excuse me. See, this is why I drink these daiquiris, and it makes me burp. I should stop doing that when I'm doing my reviews. But the baby has flips. So she can now have a home birth because she does not want to have a baby in the hospital or whatnot, okay? And so we see she take the boys to their daddy's houses. Well, not Lux, because Chris is a bad daddy. But Isaac is with Joe, Lincoln is with Javi or whatever, because they good daddies. Maybe whatever. But anyway, and she just waiting to have the baby at home. Just waiting at the back of the bed or whatever. So she then starts feeling like, oh my God, I'm having contractions or whatever, the baby coming. And so she called Chris to tell Chris she was in labor. Even though all season, well, since she was talking about it, she kept saying, I don't want Chris involved. I don't want Chris nowhere near I don't want Chris involved with nothing. And the moment she was in labor, she called baby daddy, cheating ass Chris, okay? And he came over, so he was there for the birth. All we saw was like his hand and maybe his arm. That's it. Okay, it's weird that he don't want to be on the show, as if we don't know who he is in real life. But I feel like it could be. I don't know if the datas get paid that much. So I mean, I would also want to be filmed. Like, if you're gonna pay me, I would need money. I mean, but forget it. So, she had the baby, named him Creed. So now she got what? Isaac, Lincoln, Lux, and Creed. I mean, she could have named him with a I, because then there'd be two I's and two L's. But I mean, I don't think she would think about naming babies or whatever. And we did see it. She did have like 2-3 days her with just her and Lux or whatever, because of course the boys was at the daddy house, and then the boys come home to meet their brother, and it was really, really cute. The boys was very, very happy to meet their new baby brother. And whatnot. She said how she was worried that Lux would be like jealous of a new baby, but he has been very, very healthy and very, very happy to have a new baby brother. I was like, please don't have no more kids, Gail. You don't need no more. Just don't do it. We then had Jade, who's still the only one working forever and ever. And I'm like, at this point, she should really be, when she complains about Sean not working how she was, I'm like, but Sean has never ever really worked. So you can't keep complaining about something he never does that you allow him to never do. Like, it's the weirdest thing. It's like, girl, I don't care. But anyway, Sean need a job. He think I'll be annoyed with him, and I do. He's annoying me because he ain't working or whatever, and I'm exhausted. Well, that's gonna happen when you allow him to always be the slacker, and you keep taking him back, knowing he's what? A slacker. Okay, clap on. It's like he's a slacker or whatnot. Okay, but she brings up how she get what she said. She said she feel like he feel like she be, pestering him or whatever and nagging him about, doing something with life, but she be trying to encourage him. And I can say that sometimes, some ways that people try to encourage does come off pestering and nagging. It can depend on your delivery, but I also feel like Sean is like 27. He should know he has to have a job. I don't get why he don't get that. It's the weirdest shit ever or whatever. So she brings up how her parents is watching the baby or whatever. Her parents had their own place. I'm like, your parents are addicts. The fact that she does not require them to do drug testing, but she makes Sean get drug testing. But when it's weird to me. I feel like if you test one drug addict, test them all. Because I want my child to be around all sober folk, not just a sober daddy. I need my parents to be sober if you're going to be with my kid without me. Because I don't have time for you being on the crack bench and you burn my baby with a crack pipe. I think they heat up crack pipes, right? I don't know because I don't smoke crack. But I mean, whatever drug they do, it could hurt the kid in some kind of way. So we see them, sitting in the backyard or whatever. The 2-year-old is being a little 2-year-old, being bad, jumping on furniture, running around, and I'm like, why is y'all fussing about what she's being a kid? Get off the furniture. I'm like, it's 2 adults with a 2-year-old. Like, y'all need, what? Jade and Sean not fucking. Jade needs some dick. I think if Jade was getting some, regular penis in her life, it may make her a bit happier. You can't be the only one working and not getting no good dick. That's what the problem is. Anyway, her parents come get the little kid to babysit or whatever, and Sean gonna go hang out with his friends, and Jade gonna go hang out with her friends. Okay, but we then see Jade or Sean offers to go to the liquor store to get Jade some liquor to drink. Okay, but she expects him to pay for it. He like, oh, I'm paying for it, like with my money. And she was like, well, yeah, I mean, look, you live there, you don't work, and she's the only one that works and pays the bills. Yes, you should buy her some liquor or whatever. And so he said, okay, that's fine. But he then makes her pay for the juice. I'll get the Patron or the tequila or the Quavo or whatever it was that she wanted and whatnot. But I need you to give me $5 to get the juice. I'm gonna get you a big juice, but your $5. I'm looking like the fact that you made her give you $5 to get her some, girl. That's how I know he got no good dick, because he get $5. He needed $5. So when they come back to the house or whatever, and he has to look or whatever. I got you the Patron and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. And she then asked like, well, how much was it? He said, well, what does it matter? You didn't pay for it, which then causes them to argue. And now she mad and he mad. I'm like, Sean, how you mad that she asked you a simple question? At the same time, what doesn't matter how much it costs if he paid for it? But I still feel like she paid every bill in that house. She can ask you how much something costs. Because maybe she would give you back your money. I don't know. But it was a dumbass argument and now they fussing. And I'm like, please break up. Just go ahead and break up. But I'm like, girl, it's fine. We then see Briana. Dumbass Briana. So she called Devon, asking him, because she wants to talk about money and stuff, okay? Money, and we need to talk, okay? Discuss some scheduled things, some co-parent things, and some money. So can you come by on Friday so we can chit-chat? He's like, okay, I can do that. It's fine, okay? But we then find out Nova's birthday is in like 2 or 3 days or whatever. And so when Brianna's outside talking to Brittany got on my nerves before. However, she seems to have the most sense out of the whole family. I mean, I swear, whenever she speaks, it's like, oh, that makes perfect sense. I mean, she's still living in the house, hustles to pay for. But that's the point. You know what I'm saying? But when Brittany and them talking or whatever, and she brings up, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to Devon about, give me some money for the birthday party, whatever. This money to help me, for Nova or whatever. And she's like, well, I don't think the best decision is for you to talk to him on Friday if Nova's birthday is on Sunday. Like, you should, because it's going to be an issue. Like, so why not wait till after her party to alleviate any bullshit, any fussing and whatnot. Like, don't talk to him right now. But, Brianna's stupid. She's stupid as stupid as. And so she then sent him a message like, can you pick up Nova from school and take her to gymnastics? He said, sure, I can do it. Yeah. But in the day of, he said, look, hey, I can't take her to gymnastics, but I can pick her up from school. And I'm going to do that, and I'm going to drop off at home because I have to go to the mall. I don't know, does he work at the mall? I'm like, what do you have to go to the mall for that's more important than getting your daughter to her gymnastics? I was confused about that, but I'm like, at least he was able to get up from school. He may not, he couldn't do it all, but he did what he can do or whatever, okay? And so he and Briana have been fussing via text because she brings up how they need to talk about finances, about the money, okay? And he is upset because his point was, she makes more money than me. She makes way more money than me, but she's consistently asking me for, to help her financially. Now, look, this is my thing. He can't feel like because she makes more money than him that he don't have to pay anything. Like, that's not realistic or whatever. I do feel like, he's not working as much as he used to, for one. And so he may not be able to help as much as you want him to, as much as you want him to for two. Okay, so that's that thing. But, when they're going back and forth or whatever, he she do things based on her salary and what she has in her bank or whatever. She don't think about what I can pay for. I think what he meant was she has her and all these things, this and that and that and this, because she's paying for it. But she then wants me to pay for it too. I can't afford that or whatever. That's based on her salary. And when they're going back and forth, she like, I don't have all this. Like, you think I get all this money? No, I don't. I put all my money in this house. I don't have any money left. You know what I'm saying? If I had money or whatever, if I had like that or whatever, I would not be working my corporate job anymore. And I don't think he feel like she's rich. I don't think he feels as if she has so much money that she don't have to work. I think he feel like you make an absorbent amount of money more than I make. Because if I'm bringing home, let's just say $3,000 a month, you're bringing home $3,000 a week, or you're making these large sums of money more than me that I can afford to even pay my bills. So, but I mean, it doesn't mean that he does not have to financially help out or whatever. So as they going back and forth or whatever, he then bring up, you got a $15,000 body done. You see, your body cost you $15,000. I don't even have that much money to my neck. I don't have stuff worth that amount of money. So don't miss me with the bullshit because you spent $15,000 on your body. My body was done for free. I said that's why it looked like that, okay? Because it was a free body. Because I know her and the friend went to doctor in Miami to get their body done. I'm like, girl. You know, at this point in time, he pissed off. She pissed off. He picked Nova up from school or whatever. He's in the car like, I know it ain't about me. I'm saying it's some bullshit. I'm like, stop fussing in front of Nova, whatever. And when Nova like, where we going? Like, what we going? Oh, you gotta go home. Your mom wants you to be home. I'm like, don't lie. The mama didn't want her home or whatever. Now back at Briana's house, she's pissed because like he think I get paid a lot and I don't know whatever. And I know her birthday is in 2 days. It's gonna be awkward. And she did say Devon is a piece of shit. I'm like, I don't think he's a piece of shit. I think y'all don't know how to co-parent. And it's hard to co-parent when one parent makes more than the other. And it's a consistent conversation about money. I think his thing is you ask me for money as if you need it to pay a bill before something gets cut off. Not you just want me to contribute in general for my kid. But again, he can't feel as if he doesn't have to contribute just because she makes more money. I think it's just, girl, they gotta learn how to talk. Okay? Because when she brings out, he never likes discussing money. It always becomes an argument or whatever. And then people think I'm the bad guy for asking for money. I think his thing is he don't like talking about money because he doesn't have it. So him having to have a public conversation about money when he know I'm broke, I think that's why he fuss. It don't make it right, but her making it as if he's a piece of shit when he's the one around for not only Nova but for Stella. He's picking up the father role for your other daughter. I feel like you can give him some slack because, as we say, sometimes if a dude can't help financially and you ain't struggling, like allow him to be around to help you like in person. It's hard because Devon needs to help money wise, but he ain't a piece of shit. Like I think the fact that she say that to me is stupid, but I mean she's stupid. Anyway, that was the whole episode. We'll see what happens next week. Gotta go. Peace.